Hello everyone, Warhammer here, and welcome back to the Numas campaign for Mortal Empires. Now in the last episode, we defeated the bowmen of Orion and burned their camp in the heart of the jungle to the ground after betraying them once we made peace. Now, I still stick by my choice. We managed to make a nice sum of money out of it, and we're not here to make friends, we're here to conquer Nehekara. Now, our next target is going to go after the Doom Kingdoms over here to the west. I want to secure the province that we started with, Kasabar, and take the Shifting Sands. But once we've done that, I gave you guys the choice about which direction we're going to go after next. And it seems unanimous in the comments, we're going to be going after Khemri. It's going to be a tough fight, and Cetra is a difficult opponent. But we will show him that Numas is going to be leading this dynasty. Now, we need to go after these first of all though, in order just to secure the province, get a bit of extra cash, and we've got a very standard total war tactic in order to do this. All we need to do is get our troops over here first of all, and then we'll go after them. Now, of course, Ashaka has been wounded yet again. If I didn't know better, I'd say he's just a lazy sod who keeps coming up with reasons for being on sick leave. But I think at this point, if you guys want to write an official canon for this Let's Play about who Ashaka is and what exactly is happening to make him injured all the time, let me know in the comments. It would be great to read your feedback if you decided to do one, and I'll be happy to share it in the next episode. I look forward to see. Anyway, until then, we need to go after Doom Kingdoms. So, first of all, we've got, all the way back here, King Simidus. He needs a few extra units in his army, I think. So, let's take you a little bit slower. Let's just move you up towards here. Yes, we trespassed a little bit in their territory, but who cares, really? Right, let's come here. We're just going to stick a few extra units in his army, so we're going to grab a unit of Nehekaran warriors, and otherwise just stock up, I think, on some more spearmen. There we go. Now, Tutankhanut, you got a full stack? I would like to try and get some extra horsemen in here, I'll be honest. I would like to get my hands on that, but we're okay for now. Can't get any regiments of renown. Can't get anything from the mortuary cults. Oh, this is going to be a hassle to do. I miss having magical items this early on in the game, I really do. But we'll manage. But anyway, we're actually within marching range straight away of here. And how long is it going to take? Probably about 2 turns after this. So you know what? Beggar, do we want to give you any more units? Nah, I think we're good. Do we want to spend any money is the next question. We've got 1 turn away until we complete the mausoleum, and then we've got another building slot. So there's a choice there. Do we want to go after the ancient battle site, which is going to give me access to the Hekaran horsemen, and as you can see here, sepulchral stalkers. That's a real weird creature. These sepulchral stalkers, that's better. So we can go after them, or we can go after the Shabati. And I'll be honest, I kind of want my Shabati. They're among my favourites of the Tomb King units. The other one, actually, thinking about it, it would take as much money to get as the upgraded cavalry stables, but we could get a casket of souls. Now that, I think, is, as I said before, just one of the most thematic units for the Tomb Kings. Just opening up this chest and having these souls being blasted out at the enemy, I think is really, really cool. And I would love to be able to get my hands on one at some point in the campaign, but at the moment, to be honest, 5,000 is quite a lot of money for one unit, essentially. And considering for that, we can get we can get War Sphinxes, Hero Titans, and so on, once we eventually, of course, build them. So, I think we'll hold on, get to the Casket of Souls. It's going to bother me, but we will do that. In the meantime, I guess we can always try and improvise. We can eventually get the upgraded buildings so we can get the Screaming Skull catapults. Hey, we can't blast someone with soul energy. At least we can do is throw a laughing skull at their face, eh? Well, I say laughing skulls. It's what they used to be. I'm sure that's what my first experience of them was in Dark Omen. Now that's a game I would love to do on the channel. That and its predecessor, Shadow of the Horned Rat. I mean, we're talking some old school Warhammer strategy games here, but they were fantastic in terms of like storyline and so on. If you haven't heard of them, they're a strategy game where you play as a mercenary commander, Commander Morgan Bernhardt. Oh, actually, let's do this. Judas Priests. Each priest should only live to serve their king's undying will. This sounds familiar. We haven't done this before, have we? Betrayal should be anathema to their order, yet one among their number has betrayed us by conspiring with a rival Tomb King. How should we proceed? We could bury him, making him more expensive, or we can ignore... Let's ignore it. Sure. But yeah, you played as this mercenary commander called Commander Bernhardt, and he had a magic sword, the Grudgebringer, which lends its name then to his entire... I'll tell you what, let's send you guys up towards the Sentinels. Just want to see what they're like. But yeah, he commanded an army called the Grudgebringers, where you had the Grudgebringer Cavalry, Grudgebringer Infantry. You may have noticed the theme among the beginning units. And it was really good. I remember it was one of my first games I ever played in the Warhammer, for Warhammer. And it was fantastic, especially Dark Omen. I mean, I loved that game. And we're talking, this is like really early edition Warhammer, so you had a generic undead faction. So you had Screaming Skull Catapults and zombies, you had mummies and vampires. It was really cool, and it was all to do with facing up against Nagash in the end. Very, very good. I would love to do something like that on the channel at some point in the future. But anyway, we need to deal with these guys. Enough of me talking. We can't quite reach them this turn, so what we're going to do is just move a little bit further closer. It doesn't matter if we're trespassing. If they don't get any funny ideas about what we're... Actually... Do you have enough? Yes, you do. Let's get a little bit of extra gold from them. Hey, we're going to go after them next turn anyway. It doesn't really make any difference, does it? Right, now, let's get my Yushabati. So, that's going to cost 3,000. We're making 800 this turn anyway because of the raiding, but 600 a turn anyway means 4,000. We can actually upgrade this, like in 2 turns. That would be good. So, Yushabati. We only get the 1 unit though, that sucks. I'll have to upgrade it to the next... Hang on, let me just remind myself. Yeah, we can go for that and get the ones with the giant bows. I don't know about that. I found one of the comments in the last video or was it the last comment of the video, the one before that? It was just reminding me, like, it has been a while since I read the Tomb King book, so I just had a quick browse to learn about the laws. So, I didn't realise that the Bone Giants were given the giant bows in the 8th edition of Warhammer. I know in the previous ones they did have, basically just had melee weapons, and they had this cool ability called Unstoppable Assault that made it so you can keep rolling extra hits every time you, I think it was either every time you hit someone or until you wound them. Every wounding hit allows you to get an extra hit. So it was possible for a Bone Giant to just slaughter its way through a unit as long as it kept wounding them. And with its high strength, armor wasn't really an issue, so you could just watch it slaughter units. I mean, it was really good. But I didn't realize I gave it a giant bow, which, if this game is anything to go by, is a little bit disappointing, if I'm honest. I don't know, I think it's a cool visual to watch this giant, this giant rock creature pull out an energy arrow from a quiver and shoot it. But at the same time, it's kind of just like, oh, it misses half the time, and when it does do things, they get up again. I mean, give me some artillery any day. Anyway, let's start. Thank you, Ashaka, for aim for the head. New targets and techniques have been introduced to your army's training regime, reteaching the troops to focus on the enemy's weak points. Damage from missile weapons have increased faction-wide extra 25% missile damage. Oh my god. I mean, you consider as well, Tutankhanut should be affected by that as well. Yeah, he's got a missile damage now, 295. I mean, I think we're nearly in the same area as Orion now. Anyway, it's time to start this war against our neighbours. So who do we want to lead the assault? I think Tutankhanut can lead the assault against Bagar. So, if you had never done this before in Warhammer, I have mentioned, or even Total War in general, I've mentioned about it in the previous video. But basically, you lay siege to a settlement with an army garrison inside. As you can see, Bansbar are very much against me, so we just encircle them. What this means now is that the army inside cannot reinforce the army on the outside. So now we can bring in our second army. Run them off. I mean, if we really wanted to, I suppose we could ask Tutankhanut to retreat, come around here, lay siege to this side so we can join in and attack as well. But while he's here, we might as well just attack straight away. Okay. Bansbar, despite the fact we outnumber them 2-1, and our units are much better, Bansbar still is not completely in my favour, but I'm just going to auto-resolve this. Close victory. Jesus Christ. I really expected to have gone much better than that. I'll be honest here. And we lost a unit of cavalry. Damn it. No matter. No matter. We're going to capture it. There we go. Now, Tutankhanut, you need to put chance to level up. We could give you a unit of horsemen. Now, we're going to leave it a turn. We'll go after him next time. Well, I'll keep an eye on actually, see which direction he's going. Ramatep, you're nearby. See if you can block his army, just so we make sure he doesn't get away with us too quickly. And while we do that, we'll check out our new options at Bagar. So what do we have here? Parched Oasis. Extra income, gold. Huh. Oh no, it's Kassabar. I'm looking at the wrong bloody one. I'm looking at it thinking, hang on, that doesn't look to me like a gold mine. Okay, let's level up here to a Master Bar. And then that will give us access to gems as well as this, which is giving me the extra growth, casualty replenishment, and so on. We'll knock it down. In fact, let's knock it down now. So we can get either the gold mine or get more money coming in. Either which is going to be good. Simidas, you can keep that. You can keep this. Okay. Skill points. Always the most important thing to do. Then go for the... Do we want to start working on our own tech tree? I think that could be quite nice. But at the same time, having Lightning Strike as well, I think will be useful. Let's go for that. Perishable. Ooh. Minus 15% attrition. All is mine. Extra money. That will be handy to get. The Dead Sand Sentinels, improving that. Okay. I'm thinking from this tree next is coming after All is Mine. I mean, get an extra 15% income from all sacking and all that. Extremely good. Okay. Who else needs leveling up? Ramatep. Let's give you... To be honest, that is no use. As it currently is. It will be useful in the future when we go against living armies, but when you're facing enemies that don't feel fear or terror, it's not really that useful. The extra leadership might be okay-ish. Oh, that can actually do an area effect. Cool. Let's give you Soul Blight, just to make it even difficult. Let's give you that as well. Unless we want to give you Canopic Jars. Yeah, let's give you that. Canopic that and that. There we go. Well, we've still got another army to face, so I wouldn't say that just yet. Right, could upgrade this as well. We'll wait one turn. We want to have a look to see what it's going to be looking like with regards to the, well, our newly conquered place of Bakar, so that way then we can have a look to see how much it's going to cost to get gems. And once we get gems, we might even be able to start sorting out.
I shall suffer.
Oh, hang on.
If they can provide me with what I need.
What are you after, Queek? It ended my non-aggression. That could lead to some potential trouble. It's a good thing I have fortified Qatar a little bit. We have put the garrison building there. So if there is any issues, then they may just use the underway and come past it. But if they're going to try and attack it, then, well, we'll be able to defend a little bit better anyway. We need to get another army sorted out at some point, but like I said, I'm going to cheese the research a bit, so we can have all that research done without suffering the penalties. And we have to look... Wasn't there a way to make the research faster? There was... It's by getting the pyramids, wasn't it? You know what, I'm having a moment, I can't remember. I could have swore there was a way to overcome the research buff as long as you were willing to do something. Oh, hello. So it looks like he's trying to go up towards Numas. If that's the direction he's heading. We may have to cut him off at the pass. Well, relatively speaking. Right. Start up. Thank you. Welcome back, Ashnaka. Mission failed. Oh, right. Yeah, we had this mission, didn't we? We could have got the potion of healing. Oh, well. If only they were willing to wait that a little bit longer. Right. Let's block them. They're force marching at the moment, so if we were able to actually catch up to them, that could have worked out. Let's just block them for the moment anyway. Failure, of course. Did pick up a Cultist of Yushraian. Bearing witness to men's downfall, he judges their worthiness to serve his master deity from beyond the grave. Reduces recovery time and untainted for the local province. Can any of my armies reach him? Not quite. Okay. Let's try and corner him off, I guess. So, we'll send you up to here. And we'll put you just here. And let's sort out that gems. 800. Oh, can't do it to the next turn anyway. I don't get the pyramid. Damn. Right. No matter. We'll just do this to get some more money then. And Springs of Eternal Sand. One more turn into that's done. Would like to get my hands on this, but like I said, most important, I want to try and upgrade this. The Ancient Battle Site. Intes. What can we give you? Extra replenishment, again, would be nice. But I said I wanted Earthen. No, I'll tell you what. Let's go Magic Reserve. If we're going to be using high-powered spells like Banishment and the Time Warp. Quite, now I've got that song in my head. Right, let's go for Banishment. There we go, and extra magic. Wamatep. I don't know. What are we going to give you? Let's block your army and give you Specialist. That should help out a little bit. Who else? Princess Shaka. So far, his hard to hit has been going up. We're giving him Conqueror for the actual weapon strength, and that. We'll give you that as well. Tomb Strike. Oh. He whose will to sense death can strike out from beyond the grave to devastate an effect. So for 23 seconds, we can give him 26 melee attack, 25% weapon damage, and cause terror. I mean, obviously the terror is not that important right now, but that's going to be useful when we go up against some of the other factions, and of course we need to do that to make him a real hardcore fighter. I think we'll do that in a moment. What I am going to do though is give a bit of training. We can focus on Blade Master next time, and then we can finish off hard to hit as well. But I think just getting a little bit of extra training, get our stats up a little bit. While these are, as I said before, basically chaff as far as I'm concerned, we might as well try and improve them a little bit, you know? If nothing else. Right, let's track down this army. We've got Ramatep who's trying to block him. Unfortunately, we don't seem to be that successful at the moment. He's not really doing that well as agent actions, I must say. Don't worry, next time he does, we'll increase his specialist skill a bit more. That should hopefully improve his chances a little bit better. Now, the only problem that we've got with this current setup is depending on what the Doom Kingdom's army tries to do. If he goes off into normal march and stance, he could go after Simodes's army up here, which are going to not only start off the battle tired, but is going to make it so if they lose, their entire army, well, the Tomb Kings are going to have their army wipe out anyway. But you know what I mean. If he goes after his army, though, for Tutankhanut, that would be preferable. But we'll find out in a moment just which direction is he going to go. And he went after Simodes. Okay. It's going to be a little bit of a tough fight, it looks like. We have more we got equal number of archers. We got chariots, they don't. They got no Hekaran warriors, we have one. But we do have Wamatep to help us out a bit. And our king has much more experience than his. So, let's see if we can win this. Now, obviously, the main issue we've got is the fact that all our people are tired. Okay, let me rephrase that. The magic binding them is not as strong as it is because they've been expending that the energy of the priests to get them moving a bit faster. That came out really sort of mishmash, but it worked. Anyway, this could be a bit of a fight. We've got the potential to take out their archers that were released. Our king can take them out. Especially if we use Wamatep here with his Spirit Leech. We could eliminate their king pretty easily. Karens, we've got our own Karens and we've got our archers. We may have to focus our archers on their one. Just, we can get rid of them quickly. Our troops, otherwise, they are going to be outnumbered. But we're going to have to try and rely on our cavalry and our chariots to try and do extra damage. And Simides should hopefully be able to do a bit of work in combat against them. At least the map is going to be fairly equal between us. So we can't use it to our advantage really, but neither can they. There is what looks like a potential dune right here in the middle of the map. Let's find out actually. Oh no, it looks a biffing on the map. Okay, there is actually this... Oh, hang on, that's just part of the background. I can't see the red line on the ground, that's why. My bad. Okay, let's risk a gamble and see if we can get a bit more magic. We can donuts. Thanks. Really useful. Okay, how are we going to do this? Well, basic thing, we're going to make sure our troops are spread out. I'll tell you what we'll actually do. Let's try and be a bit smarter in this. Let's grab 5 units. We'll put these guys right in the center like this. And your job is to hold the line. You two are going to go on either flank, slightly behind. I think this was a fairly common tactic when I was playing as the Bretonnians. But hopefully it's going to work this time as well. So we'll put them here. The Hekaran warriors are going to come in the middle. So they can charge forward in order to try and help out wherever is needed. Simides is going to do the same. He's going to come this way. Ramatep's going to come over here. You guys... Let's put you around on the flank down here. Chariot... Oh no, horseman. Shame there's not really many places for you guys to hide. I'll tell you what, we'll stick you guys together. We're going to put you over here to help a bit more around the flank as well. And Can Riders... Yeah, we'll do that. Alright. They've got skeleton warriors and they're heading straight towards us. Tomb King is sitting in the back there with spearmen, which is going to be a problem for us, it seems. They have Hekaran warriors, they've got their own cannons. Okay, let's go on skirmish mode. Let's have you guys try and take out the horsemen, these birds. Alright, you guys are going to pull back slightly behind the spearmen. You guys are going to pull out slightly in order just to prevent any chances of them swooping round. Alright, where are there? Let's bring you guys over here. We might as well try and help out a little bit. Okay, no matter. The Hekaran warriors, see if I take... No, they got more armor. Let's just take out whatever we can of their troops. Okay, pull back. Alright, we don't want to go after these. We don't want to go after these. Well, let's go after these. Right. Ramatep, are you able to cast Spirit Leech on their general yet? Can we even spot the general? There he is. He's still too far away. Bugger. No matter. Okay, archers, let's pull you guys back a moment. Let's pull you guys out of there before you get swamped. Come on, Karens, get out of there. Okay, you've decided to go after Ramatep. Let's get out of there. Hekaran warriors, charge in and attack these. Alright, let's get you guys slightly this way. Let's get you guys coming around the flanks now, ready to engage. You two get around here as well. Okay, let's sort this, change this over a moment. Oh, wow, you've managed to get out of there. Good, good. Okay. See if you can take out in the General Spirit Leech. General, you're going to have to try and get involved and help. Right, let's see if I can have you go up against the... Oh Christ, you guys really took a hit, didn't you? Okay, no matter, we may have to just use you in another method instead. Let's have you guys fight these. You guys can charge forward into them. Hekaran warriors charge into these. We've killed off their carrions, that's good. Let's have you guys charge in here. You guys can charge in over here. Ramatep, you're getting involved in combat. We don't want that. Get out of there. Let's just debuff all these. In fact, let's debuff all of these some more. Okay, get out of there. Get out of there, Ramatep. Couldn't believe you actually got involved in combat. I didn't want that. I'll be honest. Okay, let's have you guys go and eliminate the units here. And let's have you come over here and attack them too. Alright, Ramatep, you're going to stay here, that's fine. You guys continue focusing on these. Yeah, we should be doing okay over here now, especially we've got a nice big debuff on their units here. Okay, you guys are about to charge in and try and do some damage to them. Let's have you guys come around this way. You guys are about to kill these guys off. Okay, I know the enemy is now starting to regenerate. Not too ideal, but no matter. Okay, Lich Priest, where are you now? Okay, can we no? Jesus Christ, that's a short range spell. I'll be honest, I was expecting it to last a bit better. Okay, go and take these guys out. You guys pull back over this way. Okay, they're doing the second regeneration. We must be doing quite well against them then. Okay, let's have you try and take out their priest. Okay, you guys eliminated them. Go and take these out now. Okay, this is happening quite well over here. You've killed 27 and counting. Right, this might take a little while. Never mind. A good job is something that you need to take your time about. Okay, we shouldn't be too long. There we go. We're now regenerating ourselves. They're beginning to diminish. The only thing we need to watch out now for is when they summon in their Shabati. Here they are. So they've decided to, quite silly in a way, I think, bring in their units to try and take out here. Now, we're not going to try and focus our attention on those. We're just going to keep shooting their troops in the back here. You guys can pull back. Just keep firing at them. If we can keep them distracted, that's going to help things out a great deal. Let's continue killing off that guy. Right, let's break one flank. Let's come down here. Okay, you guys really should be doing much better than you are. Let's debuff everyone. Right, there we go. We've now got our own Yushabati. Let's bring them over here so we can go after their units. The unit has been wiped out. That is unfortunate. Okay, one more. Okay, let's Spirit Leech you. Okay, now apparently you're starting to lose. Right. You guys need to sort this out. Where are my chariots? Right, let's pull you guys back. Apparently now, despite the fact we should be winning this, we're actually losing. Okay, let's pull you guys back out. We need another charge into the enemy's position, I think. Okay, spin around and attack. Okay, another bit of magic needed. 2, 1. Okay, Spirit Leech. Tomb King. Yushabati, kill off said Tomb King. You guys take these out. And how much magic do we need for this? 8. Nearly 12 more seconds before we can get there. Unit has been wiped out. Simidas, you really losing against them? Really? Right. Let's do that. Okay, that should have debuffed everyone. Their Tomb Kings should be about to die. Warriors are rallying. Okay. Enemy Lord has been wounded. Fantastic. Come in now. Finish these guys off. You guys come in here, finish them off too. Alright, then we'll just focus on trying to get what magic we can to buff up our units. The enemy now is starting to crumble, so they shouldn't be too long. You guys have done a fantastic job over here. I have been really impressed. Right, let you guys off skirmish mode a moment. We want to get them past their forces and bring them back in. Hopefully we can use them then to actually try and do some charges. Okay, let's pull you guys out since you've been stuck in combat for a while. Okay, these guys have been crumbling. Our armies have been crumbling. Their army's been crumbling. Everyone's been crumbling. But we've managed to hopefully pull this out of the bag. Right, we've still got their own Yushabati to kill. Let's see if we can do something about them. Alright, so we've still got their forces. Okay, you guys... Simidas, come over here and kill off these guys. You finish off these, you guys finish off these. Right. Let's have you guys come over here now. You need to charge into this unit again. Okay, let's have you guys switch back onto here, use up the last few hours. You can pull back over here though. Did we not use you guys for something? Okay, there we go, that's their army almost wiped out now. Right, let's just try and prepare ourselves now for the next wave. Right, so let's have you guys come over here. You guys, might as well just pull you up over to this way. You Shabati, gonna be on the front line. Well, I have to say this was a tougher fight than I anticipated. I mean, but at the end of the day, our troops were extremely tired or debilitated thanks to their lack of magic. They're crumbling away as well. Okay, that's quite nice to see. We could just sit there and watch them die, but we're not going to do that because we're not that sort of army. Sumides charge in. Chariots charge in. Right, let's get a bit of a cinematic scene as these guys are going to come into. I know it's not quite the same effect when we're watching them just sort of crumble and die one by one, but hopefully we're going to have this nice thing now. We've got the carrions coming over here. Chariots are coming right over here. The Shabati are coming over the dunes. Here they come. Oh, that was really anticlimactic. That was much better. Okay, chariots, come over here and deal with these. And you're dead. Pyrrhic victory. Christ. I mean, looking at their army, I mean, they managed to do it quite well. I mean, obviously they didn't wipe down mine. They did outnumber me. And to be honest, I think one of the issues is just because we're playing on a harder difficulty. So, of course, they're going to have buffs and we were not. But I think the basic strategy went okay. I mean, these guys did extremely well. They were kiting away those units on the Hekaran warriors, and that was their best melee troops. So the fact they were able to keep them away for the battle meant that we could just focus then on the rank and file. Now, the carrions weren't that much of an issue in the end, thankfully, because of my own Hekaran warriors. These were easily wiped out because of my chariots, but it was just a case then, I need to remember, and you guys may remember from my Bretonnian campaign, that I'm a little bit this happens a bit. I just get caught up and I don't cycle charge my cavalry. I think that might have helped much more if we were able to charge in the chariots more often and other things, but it's okay. Do we really want... I'm just going to take the extra money. We've eliminated their army. So what we can do now, we picked up a dog-headed Ushabati as well. White cost 5%. What courageous heart has he who serves the god of earth and strength? Well. Okay, I'm going to fit one more turn in. I think that's going to be fine. So Sharky, you've been injured once more. Right. We're going to have you head down now towards Antok, Tutankhanut. It's a shame you were the one that got caught up. It didn't get caught up. I would have liked to have used your Bone Giant in that, but that's okay. We'll make it work. So you're going to do that. You're going to switch back. You're going to head back to the springs of... No, we're going to head you up towards Numas. As I said, we're going to go after Kenwi in the next turn, in the next episode. So we might as well put our forces right near here and allow them to replenish a bit while we're doing this. So do we want to give you guys the Shabati? I think we should. These guys did have a bit of a problem trying to face enemies, you know, like quite in a thing. Having something that could do more extra damage would be quite nice. So we're going to get that. We're going to get that. We'll get a few more of you guys. Say this. Something like that should work out, I think. Do we want to use my horseman unit here or to actually put them in Tutankhanut's army? It would be better if he actually had some more horsemen, I think. What I'm thinking is next time what we'll do is put the Nehekaran warriors in Simides' army, and we'll have the horsemen then in Tutankhanut's. And then what we can do then is just make it then so they have a bit of different idea. I want Simides to probably be better at actually charging, like holding the line and fighting in melee, and with good quality troops, whereas Tutankhanut is going to be a little bit more mobile. I want him to be able to use his Nehekaran, Nehekaran horseman and his other horsemen in order to just keep doing those cycle charges and do a lot of damage. Now, King Simidas, what do we want to give you? Could go for Lightning Strike with yourself. We can make you much better. We can go for this. Charge bonus, physical resistance, plus 7%. That would be quite handy. We could give you a steed as well, or chariot, and eventually. Let's give you Indomitable Will and Return from Madness. The pain of immortal misery, coupled with the insane violence, characterizes the return to life for many of the Tomb Kings, who fight longer, harder, and better than they could ever heard before. That's cool. Ramatap. Right. I just want to check out the army down here. If you remember, this is where the rogue army that has one of the books in Nagash happens to be. So it'd be good to see it, have a quick pop down and see what it's down here. In fact, what does this one do? Effectiveness of all commandments, plus 50%. Ooh. That could be useful. What it basically means is, yeah, as you can guess, it gives 50% bonus. So for example, this would improve Untainted by 2 plus 3 and Public Order 2 plus 7. We could, like Numas for example. No, this is Numas. What am I talking about? Quite, it's still 0%. That corruption is really not helping the situation, is it? Okay, but let's get that. Shifting Sands. We could get something here now as well. Eventually get the temple. You know what? Let's get Bone Shaper so we can get the chariots. Might not be heavy. Oh, right. Maybe we'll make sure to eliminate that next turn. Right. So, what's going to happen next time? Well, we're going to be finishing off the Dune Kingdoms down here at Antok. We'll bring 2 Tech armies up to the north now, and then we'll be in a position to go after Khemri, or potentially Clan Moras, from the fact that they've now trespassing in my territory. Interesting. Now, something I do want to share is that either today or tomorrow, I think it is today for you guys when you see this video, there will be a faction vote video for Three Kingdoms, where I will be letting you guys pick which faction I'm going to be playing as for Three Kingdoms when it comes out later this week. Now, as I said before, I'm pretty open-minded as to who I play as, so I'm going to let you guys pick. I have no preference. So, check out the video, check out the straw poll that's going to be listed underneath, make your votes, and may the best faction win. But as for this, I think I'm pretty happy with the situation. I think we are now giving our forces a little bit more of a oomph when it comes to combat, so to speak. We're not just relying on our, basic chaff units. We are now getting access to things like, Yushabati, Nehekaran warriors in there. Speaking of Nehekaran warriors, splendid structures. The city of Nehekaran, without comparing the scale and grandeur, time averages stone just the same as flesh, and now our buildings are badly in need of restoration. Upon which of them should we focus our endeavours? Ooh, hiccups. So, rebuild our armies. Allows me to get 15% discount on advanced military buildings. Or this for infrastructure. Ooh. You know what? Let's rebuild the armies. And while I do this quickly, let's pop on here. We're going to cancel that. And do it again. Oh crap, we don't have the discount. That sucks. I thought we would have had a nice discount from that. Apparently not. Bastards. Oh, no matter. Let's just buy that. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching today's episode, and I hope you join me next time for more Warhammer 2. But until then, take care, and goodbye for now.